online law firm, e-com attorneys is the broader scope of my practice. Also started a nonprofit trade association with a bunch of Amazon sellers called Online Merchants Guild, which is a very exciting thing right now. Basically, we represent e-commerce sellers, we advocate for them, we lobby for them, we sue states for them. So I started, most of my career I spent as counsel for huge companies like Microsoft, Walmart, General Electric. Basically, main focus is corporate tax, and favorite part of that is state tax litigation, which is really my core focus. Fighting states. States come and say the corporation owes them, $100 million. And I come in and do my thing, and next thing I know, they're paying us $5 million back. So that's kind of what I've been doing. One of the last things I was working on was helping General Electric move from Connecticut to Boston, and it's around the time I no longer was with General Electric because I live in Connecticut. And basically around that time, started getting involved with a bunch of Amazon sellers. I actually used to be an Amazon seller. I helped put myself through law school selling on Amazon back in '04. So there was this issue where all of a sudden, 25 states basically falsely accused every Amazon seller of tax evasion and said, we'd forgive you if you register and start paying and collecting taxes. What they didn't understand is that there's a cost to that to collect sales tax, to have to pay income tax, which they're already probably paying to their home state. So this is about like shuffling the tax, $100 more to Mass, $100 less to Connecticut, but that's gonna cost you $5,000 in accounting fees just to do that. And now you're gonna do that in 20 states, so $5,000, per state to have your accountant file all these tax returns. And then with the sales tax, very controversial issue, but also a very misunderstood issue, because when you sell on Amazon and you read the state law, really, the failure to collect sales tax is a combination of Amazon and the Massachusetts Department of Revenue in this state, for example, not basically doing what they're supposed to do, because the state law would say an Amazon seller really isn't a retailer, right? When you buy on Amazon, you don't really pay that much attention to the little thing that they put at the bottom, ships and sold by. That's sort of a convenient thing Amazon does to avoid sales tax, but that really shouldn't work. But when you're, shopping at headquarters and, things like that, Massachusetts tends to look the other way, as well as a lot of other states. So when you talk about, especially if you're a local retailer and you're talking about, leveling the playing field, it's not these sellers, it's Massachusetts Department of Revenue not doing their job. Our organization, Online Merchants Guild, is planning to sue a number of states to make the point that you really can't put, a $200,000 starting point on entrepreneurs, because that's how much it's going to cost. If you want to start an online business, right, or you want to start selling online, it's going to cost you a lot of money now, right? You could start an Amazon business or an eBay business for like less than $2,000, just with an idea. You get the products from China. It's a small investment to start a business, and now we're talking about, no, you got to spend $200,000 in accounting fees. And you got to find accountants that actually know how to do a Mississippi tax return right, which you're not going to find in Massachusetts unless you go to a national firm, which most small businesses can't afford. So really, the states really don't understand that their approach is damaging to sort of entrepreneurs in general. I mean, this is a really bad thing if you're an entrepreneur in this country. What really is concerning about it too is that, there's a lot of Amazon businesses based in China who could care less about complying with these tax laws. So if you're going to go after, over 1 to 2 million individual sellers to try to enforce sales tax, and half of them are in China, good luck with that. So the Chinese sellers will now have an advantage because they'll never collect the sales tax, right? And they could care less.
Is that part of the reason we don't deal with the problem, because it's just too complicated?
Well, we make it complicated. The easiest solution is to look to the law, which would say Amazon is a retailer and Amazon should collect sales tax.